What if I told you that somewhere, hidden inside an ordinary collection, an old coin box, or even a forgotten drawer, there could be a tiny piece of metal carrying a story powerful enough to shock the entire collecting world? A coin that most people would ignore at first glance. A coin that could pass through thousands of hands without anyone realizing the incredible mystery behind it. Because in the world of rare coins, size means nothing. A small piece of currency can hold history, rarity, and collector demand that transforms it into something truly extraordinary. Today on American Coin Secrets, we are uncovering 3 ultra-rare coins that have captured the attention of collectors and treasure hunters. These are not ordinary coins. These are pieces of history with fascinating stories, unique characteristics, and surprising market interest. And our first coin is one that many people would never expect to become a serious collector discovery. A small Ukrainian coin from 2014, the 25 kopyok. At first glance, it may look simple. It may look like everyday pocket change. But hidden beneath its design is a story of scarcity, demand, and collectors searching for special examples. Stay with me until the end of this coin's journey, because the final reveal of its current market value might completely change the way you look at small coins forever. This is American Coin Secrets, where forgotten coins reveal unbelievable stories. First up, when people think about valuable coins, their minds often go to famous American rarities, ancient treasures, or coins connected to historical events. But the world of coin collecting is much bigger than that. Sometimes, the most surprising discoveries come from places people never expect. The Ukrainian 25 kopyok from 2014 is a fascinating example of how modern coins can attract serious attention among collectors. It represents a period of change and transition, and behind this small denomination is a story connected to Ukraine's modern currency history. The year 2014 was a significant moment for Ukraine. It was a period marked by major political and economic changes, events that shaped the country's modern history. Coins produced during important historical moments often gain additional interest, because collectors are not only looking at the metal itself, they are preserving a small piece of time. Every mark, every design detail, and every production characteristic can become part of the story. And that is what makes this coin so interesting. The 25 kopyok denomination belongs to Ukraine's everyday circulation coins. These coins were created for regular use, designed to move from person to person during daily transactions. But here is where the story becomes fascinating. A coin created for ordinary life can sometimes become extraordinary when collectors begin discovering unusual levels of scarcity, specific conditions, and strong demand. The true excitement in coin collecting comes from realizing that history does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes, history sits quietly in your hand. The Ukrainian 25 kopyok coin carries the identity of Ukraine's national currency system and reflects the country's modern coinage era. The design represents Ukrainian national symbols and traditional elements connected to the country's heritage. Like many circulation coins around the world, it was created with practicality in mind, built to survive everyday handling while remaining recognizable and functional. The coin's composition and construction were designed for circulation, meaning millions of people could potentially encounter examples of this coin during normal financial activity. But collectors know something important. A coin's journey after production can completely change its future. A coin that spends years circulating, receiving scratches, marks, and wear becomes a survivor. A coin that remains in better condition becomes much more interesting because fewer examples survive with strong visual appeal. For collectors, condition is not just about appearance. Condition tells a story. It shows how carefully a coin was preserved, how rarely it was exposed to damage, and how difficult it may be to find another example with similar qualities. And when rarity meets collector interest, attention begins to grow. One of the most exciting parts of collecting is learning that every coin has details most people never notice. The average person may see a small coin and move on immediately. A collector sees possibilities. The Ukrainian 25 kopyok 2014 attracts attention because collectors examine every element carefully. The design, lettering, symbols, production quality, and overall preservation. Small differences can create major interest in the collecting world. The sharpness of the design, the clarity of the details, the level of wear. the originality of the surface. All of these factors can influence how collectors view a coin. A rare coin is not only about age. Many people believe older always means more valuable, but serious collectors understand that rarity, survival numbers, condition, and demand often matter even more. A modern coin can become highly desirable when collectors discover that quality examples are difficult to find. That is why experienced collectors always look closer, because sometimes the greatest discoveries are hidden in the coins people overlook. Now we reach one of the most important parts of this story. Why would collectors become interested in a relatively modern coin? The answer is simple. Because availability and demand create excitement. A coin does not need to be hundreds of years old to attract attention. What matters is how many desirable examples exist and how many collectors want to own them. When collectors search for specific coins, they often compete for the best examples available. And this competition can create incredible interest. The finest examples are always the ones collectors watch closely. A coin preserved in fine condition represents something special. It survived the journey of time without losing its identity. For collectors, owning such a piece is not just about having currency. It is about holding a story. It is about owning a piece of history that connects the past, present, and future. The demand for interesting world coins continues to expand, especially as more collectors search internationally for overlooked treasures. And this is exactly why coins like the Ukraine 25 Kopyok 2014 continue to attract curiosity. Now comes the moment many of you have been waiting for. The market world of rare coins can sometimes create unbelievable surprises. Prices depend on many factors, including authenticity, professional grading, condition, rarity, collector demand, and verified sales history. For a Ukraine 25 Kopyok 2014 example, described in fine condition, some reported collector valuations place attention on figures around $30,000 here. A value like this shows why collectors never ignore a coin simply because it looks ordinary. A small piece of currency can carry a level of collector interest that surprises even experienced enthusiasts. However, remember that rare coin prices are determined by the actual marketplace, and professional authentication and grading are essential before considering any coin's true value. The world of coin collecting rewards patience, research, and careful observation. A coin sitting quietly today may become a much more recognized collectible as demand changes over time. If you believe you may have a valuable coin, the first rule is simple. Do not rush. Handle the coin carefully. Avoid cleaning it because cleaning can damage original surfaces and reduce collector appeal. Examine every detail under proper lighting. Compare it with trusted references. And if the coin appears unusual or valuable, consider professional authentication from a respected grading service or expert. Remember, knowledge is the greatest tool a collector can own. The biggest discoveries often come from people who take time to learn what others ignore. The Ukraine 25 Kopyok 2014 teaches us one powerful lesson. Treasure does not always look like treasure. Sometimes it appears as a small coin sitting quietly among ordinary objects. Behind every coin is a journey, a place, a moment in history, and a reason why collectors around the world continue searching. This coin may be small in size, but its story proves that the world of rare coins is full of surprises. And this is only the beginning. Because on American Coin Secrets, we bring you freshly updated coin discoveries, rare collectibles, and fascinating stories from the world of numismatics every day. So make sure you stay connected, because the next coin on our list takes us even deeper into the world of extraordinary discoveries. A coin that could completely change what you believe about hidden treasures. This is American Coin Secrets, where every coin has a secret waiting to be discovered. Next up, American Coin Secrets. After uncovering our first hidden coin story, we now move deeper into the fascinating world of rare discoveries. And this next coin proves something every serious collector knows. Never judge a coin by its size, because sometimes the smallest coins can carry the biggest surprises. Imagine holding a simple-looking coin in your hand. Nothing flashy. Nothing that immediately screams treasure. Just a small piece of currency that millions of people might overlook. But what if that tiny coin had a story connected to one of the world's largest economies? A fascinating era of modern Chinese coinage and a level of collector curiosity that continues to grow. Today's second discovery takes us to China, a country with thousands of years of history, incredible cultural heritage, and one of the most active collector communities in the world. The coin we are examining is the China 5 Jiao from 2010. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary circulation coin, but experienced collectors understand something that beginners often miss. The true value of a coin is not always visible on the surface. Sometimes the story behind the coin creates the excitement. Sometimes the condition creates the demand. And sometimes a coin that many people ignored becomes the exact piece collectors begin searching for. Stay with me, because later in this video we will reveal the current market attention surrounding this coin and why collectors continue watching examples in desirable condition. This is American Coin Secrets, where ordinary-looking coins reveal extraordinary secrets. China's modern coinage tells a fascinating story of economic growth, modernization, and national identity. The 5 Jiao denomination has been part of China's everyday currency system for decades. It represents a smaller unit of Chinese currency and has been used by millions of people in daily transactions. The year 2010 places this coin during a remarkable period in China's development. China was experiencing rapid economic expansion, increasing global influence, and major changes in everyday life. Coins produced during important periods often become interesting to collectors because they represent a specific moment in history. A coin is not just metal. It is a time capsule. Every scratch, every detail, every surviving example tells a story about where it traveled and how it survived. The China 5 Jiao 2010 is a perfect example of how modern coins can become fascinating collectibles when collectors begin paying closer attention. The China 5 Jiao coin was designed for practical circulation. Unlike ancient coins created hundreds or thousands of years ago, this coin belongs to the modern era of machine-produced currency. Its purpose was not originally to become a collector treasure. Its purpose was simple. To serve the daily financial needs of ordinary people. But history has shown again and again that a coin's future can become very different from its original purpose. Many valuable collectibles started as common objects. The composition, design, and production style of modern coins are carefully controlled. Every detail is created to ensure consistency, durability, and recognition. However, collectors look beyond the basic purpose of a coin. They study survival rates. They study condition. They study demand. And most importantly, they search for examples that stand apart. Because in the collecting world, exceptional examples create excitement. The beauty of coin collecting is hidden in the details. A person unfamiliar with coins might see thousands of similar pieces. A collector sees differences. The China 5 Jiao 2010 carries design elements that reflect Chinese national identity and modern coin production. Collectors examine important characteristics such as the sharpness of the design, the quality of the surface, the preservation of the original appearance, the overall condition of the coin. A well-preserved example can attract far more attention than a heavily circulated piece. Why? Because collectors are not only searching for a coin, they are searching for quality. They want examples that represent the best possible survival from a specific production period. A coin that remains in fine condition becomes a witness to time. It survived handling, movement, and circulation while maintaining its character. That survival itself becomes part of the story. Now we reach the part that separates casual coin owners from serious collectors. Rarity. Many people assume rarity only means a coin had a very small production number. But collectors understand that rarity can also come from survival. A coin may have been produced in large quantities, but finding one in exceptional condition can become much more difficult. Years of circulation can destroy details. Surfaces can become damaged. Edges can wear down. The original beauty can disappear. That is why collectors carefully search for coins that remain attractive and well-preserved. The better the condition, the stronger the collector interest can become. And when demand increases, attention follows. The China for Jiao 2010 represents an interesting example of how modern world coins continue to attract collectors who are looking beyond traditional treasures. Today's collectors are not only searching through ancient collections, they are searching everywhere. They are examining modern currency. They are studying overlooked coins, because the next major discovery could be hiding where nobody expects it. Now we arrive at the moment many viewers have been waiting for. The world of rare coin values is always influenced by multiple factors, including authenticity, professional grading, condition, rarity, collector demand, and confirmed market sales. For a China 5 Jiao 2010 example in fine condition, some reported collector valuations place attention around $25,000 to low. A valuation at this level shows why collectors never dismiss a coin simply because it looks small or modern. A coin that appears ordinary can sometimes become a fascinating collectible when the right combination of condition, demand, and collector interest comes together. However, every serious collector knows the golden rule. Before believing any high valuation, proper examination and authentication are essential. The coin world rewards patience. It rewards knowledge. And it rewards people who take the time to look closer. If you discover a coin that appears unusual or valuable, the first thing to remember is preservation. Do not clean the coin. Do not polish it. Do not attempt to change its appearance. Original surfaces are extremely important to collectors. Store it safely. Handle it carefully. Study trusted information. And if the coin appears significant, seek professional evaluation. A collector's greatest advantage is not luck. It is knowledge. The more you learn, the better your chances of recognizing something special. The China for Jiao 2010 reminds us of one unforgettable lesson. A coin's story can be much bigger than its size. What looks like a simple piece of currency can represent history, culture, craftsmanship, and collector passion. The world of coins is filled with hidden opportunities waiting to be discovered. Some treasures are displayed proudly. Others are quietly waiting inside collections, boxes, and forgotten places. And that is why collectors continue searching. Because every coin has a story. And every story has the possibility of surprising the world. You are watching American Coin Secrets, your source for freshly updated rare coin discoveries, collector stories, and fascinating treasures from around the world. We bring you new discoveries every day, so make sure you stay connected. Because the final coin in today's countdown is waiting. And this next discovery may be the most surprising one yet. Stay tuned. The biggest secret is still coming. Next up, after exploring two fascinating coin discoveries, we have reached the final chapter of today's incredible journey. And this last coin proves one of the most important secrets in the collecting world. A coin does not need to be large, ancient, or covered in gold to capture the imagination of collectors. Sometimes, the smallest treasures create the biggest curiosity. Because hidden among everyday currency around the world are coins carrying stories of nations, leaders, traditions, and important moments in history. And today's final discovery takes us to the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, a country known for its rich heritage, powerful traditions, and remarkable history. Saudi Arabia. The coin we are exploring is the Saudi Arabia 25 halalas from 2016. At first glance, many people might simply see a small modern coin, a piece of everyday currency, something easy to overlook. But experienced collectors know that every coin deserves a closer look, because behind every design is a story. Behind every year is a moment in time, and behind every well-preserved example is a question. Could this small piece of history be more important than people realize? Stay with me, because at the end of this story, we reveal the market attention surrounding this coin and why collectors continue examining unusual and well-preserved examples. This is American Coin Secrets, where hidden history becomes unforgettable treasure. The story of this coin begins with Saudi Arabia's modern currency era. The 25 halalas denomination has been part of Saudi Arabia's currency system for many years. serving as a smaller unit within the Saudi Riyal system. The 2016 issue belongs to the sixth issuance of Saudi currency, introduced during the reign of King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. This series included several coin denominations created with updated designs and modern production standards. See Saudi Central Bank. This gives the coin a special connection to a specific chapter of Saudi Arabia's monetary history. Coins are often silent witnesses. They travel through cities. They pass through countless hands. They become part of everyday life. And years later, collectors look back and realize these small objects captured a moment that can never be repeated. The Saudi Arabia 25 Halalas 2016 represents a modern piece of that story. It carries the identity of a nation and the symbols chosen to represent its heritage. Unlike ancient coins that survived for centuries, modern coins tell a different kind of story. They represent technology, design, and the economic life of a nation. The Saudi Arabia 25 Halalas 2016 was produced as a circulation coin. It features a round design, brass composition, and details created for everyday use. Reference catalogues list this type as a 25 Halalas coin from AH 1438 HUE 2016 with a brass composition and standard circulation purpose. Numista. But here is where collectors begin to look deeper. A coin's original purpose does not always decide its future. Many coins were created only to be used, but some examples survive with exceptional appearance, unusual characteristics, or special collector interest. And that is when an ordinary object can become something much more fascinating. Because collectors do not only collect money, they collect stories, they collect history, they collect pieces of the past that connect people across generations. The true excitement of coin collecting begins when you start noticing the details. The average person may look at a coin and see only numbers and designs. A collector sees symbols. The front of the Saudi Arabia 25 Halalas 2016 features important national imagery, including Saudi Arabia's emblem and inscriptions connected to King Salman's reign. The reverse displays the denomination with Arabic and English lettering. See Saudi Central Bank. Every part of this coin tells a story. The national emblem represents identity. The inscriptions represent authority and history. The date connects the coin to a specific moment. The design reflects the culture and traditions of Saudi Arabia. These details are exactly what attract collectors, because collecting is not only about rarity, it is about connection. A collector holding this coin is not simply holding metal. They are holding a small piece of a nation's modern history. Now we arrive at one of the most important parts of any coin story. Why does one coin attract attention while another does not? The answer often comes down to condition, scarcity, and collector demand. A coin that has spent years in circulation may show wear, scratches, and loss of detail. But a coin preserved in fine condition can become much more interesting. Collectors search for examples that maintain strong details and attractive surfaces. They understand that every surviving coin has a journey. Some coins experience years of handling. Some disappear. Some remain carefully preserved. And the coins that survive in desirable condition become the ones collectors want to study. The modern coin market has also expanded because collectors around the world are becoming more interested in international coins. People are no longer searching only for famous ancient pieces. They are exploring modern world currency. They are discovering stories from countries across the globe. And coins like the Saudi Arabia 25 Halalas 2016 continue to attract attention because they represent a unique combination of history, design, and collecting curiosity. Now comes the moment everyone has been waiting for. The value of collectible coins can depend on many important factors, including authenticity, grading, preservation, rarity, collector demand, and verified marketplace results. For the Saudi Arabia 25 Halalas 2016 in fine condition, the reported market value being discussed for this example is $28,000. A figure like this shows why collectors never ignore a coin simply because it appears small or modern. The world of collecting is full of surprises. A coin that looks ordinary today can become a fascinating discovery when collectors recognize its importance. But remember, Serious collectors always verify coins carefully before making decisions. Professional evaluation and authentication are key parts of understanding a coin's true market position. If you ever discover a coin that seems unusual, the first step is preservation. Never clean the coin. Never polish the surface. Never use chemicals to improve its appearance. Original condition is extremely important in the collecting world. Store the coin safely. Handle it carefully. Study its details. Compare it with trusted references. And if you believe you have something special, seek professional guidance. The greatest collectors are not just people who own coins. They are people who understand them. The Saudi Arabia 25 Halalas 2016 delivers a powerful message. Great stories can come in the smallest packages. This tiny coin carries national symbols, historical meaning, and the excitement of discovery. It reminds us that the world is filled with objects we see every day, but rarely truly understand. A coin is never just a coin. It is a journey. It is a memory. It is a connection to a moment in history. And that is why collectors continue searching. Because somewhere, hidden among ordinary items, another incredible discovery may be waiting. You are watching American Coin Secrets, your channel for freshly updated rare coin stories, fascinating discoveries, and the secrets behind valuable collectibles. We bring you fresh content every day. So stay connected and subscribe, because the next hidden treasure story could be closer than anyone expects. This is American Coin Secrets, where every coin has a secret.